His fur is a charcoal grey, bristling in a mounting breeze. He wears a brilliant pink colored suit. It's adorned with a gold-banded bolo tied around his neck. A small scowl holds it together. I like the small scowl. And I like his tails. His tail looks so long and so gigantic. I think it will be very nice to hold his tail. What am I saying? Hi guys! Welcome to my channel, I'm Desmond. Today let's play a demo version visual novel. It seems like a furry visual novel. It's called Hell Down Under, a visual novel by Declan Jacks. Let's get started. Here's the thing about waking up in hell. Disembodied voice. You only really know the three following facts. 1. Your name. As sure as the sun shines under Hellion skies, you know who you are. What is yours? Okay. Let's see. Lucifer, but Lucifer is the name for the demon in hell, right? Michael. I'm using an angel name. 2. You are in hell, and the devil's gotta be nearby. This is certain. I suppose so. I can hear all the fire burning sound. Hell holds your new home, and someone is waiting to meet you. And finally, 3. You can't really remember what you thought hell was, but you remember enough to know this. Whatever you thought you knew is horribly and wildly wrong. ... Oh, I'm in a field of wildflowers. Here is hell. The sound of running water whisper at the edge of all I can hear. The first thing I notice is a sky on fire. Not quite literally, at least. But the sun on the horizon has just risen above the trees. The clouds closest to the horizon burn. Wow, that's so cool. As if the flames on them are coming alive. They dance. They're the backdrop for the sun aflame. Trees sway in the wind. Their branches wipe away the clouds. They bring new ones into view. The clouds continue on their journey beyond what I can see. In my first few moments, I find myself in disbelief. There is a breeze drifting through. It caresses my cheek softly. It coaxes me to sit up. I'm not so sure how to pronounce this word. I look around, touch the greenery within reach. I must remind myself I am in hell. For I know that I am. And I feel happy. And it does not hurt. I sit with a strange truth. Hell is beautiful. ... I'm not sure how much time passes, perhaps a few minutes or maybe hours. The air here is so pure. I swear I can feel it escort oxygen into my lungs. Breathing brings on a subtle high, like anything you feel possible is certainly within your grasp. I'm wearing a white robe. Wow, that's so pure and sane. Sash at my shoulder. It has red, rustic accents. The hem reaches above my knee. There are mountains in the distance behind me. There are snow peak and jagged, as if extending marble limbs into the sky. The wildflowers all sway in the breeze. They are breathing almost. They ripple with every current of wind. Trees surround me on all sides. They are large and full of leaf. Some of them harbor luscious blossoms when whipped by wind. Some of their pink petals fall softly on the grass below. Birds take flight when the branches sway too wildly for their taste. Oh! There is rustling in some of the bushes near the edge of the clearing. When I rise and step closer, I see a family of foxes flinging themselves in and out of chase. If they fear me, they do not show it. In fact, they have no reaction to my presence at all. They're not scared of you. How curious. The voice that floats into earshot is coarse and sweet. Coarse and sweet at the same time? Like honey fruit in summer heat is not one I have ever heard, but somehow is entirely familiar. Life in the hell wilds never ceases to astound me. I turn to search for its source. In its direction, I see a figure just outside the clearing. His form is cast in shadow, his shoulders are broad, and his frame is wide. He is larger than me, and I wouldn't consider myself small. Some childish, scared part of myself worries I should fear him. But then I hear his voice once more. Welcome to hell, Michael. I've been expecting you. My knees feel rubbery. I wonder if I will bend and collapse to the ground, for it is one thing to end up in hell. It feels a little strange to be welcome. Oh, this man looks so cool. A black leopard? The man stepped out of the clearing, his silhouette now illuminated by the hanging overhead sun. Oh, I like his outfit so much. His outfit is so tight. He's so huge. Not just the figures, mostly on the tattoo. Can I say tattoo? Or the white hair on the face. His fur is a charcoal grey, bristling in a mounting breeze. He wears a brilliant pink colored suit. It's adorned with a gold-banded bolo tied around his neck. A small skull holds it together. I like the small skull. And I like his tails. His tail looks so long and so gigantic. I think it will be very nice to hold his tail. What am I saying? His suit fits his frame tightly. The musculature of his body presses against the cloak. He stands with his hands in his pocket, a warm smile on his face. A small mask made of bone rests between his eyes and down the bridge of his nose. Reddish brown fur accents his muscle. Oh, I see, that is a mask. His eyes shine a brilliant yellow, whether on their own or from the golden sky, I cannot be sure. His long corded tail curls at the end. It sways side to side as he considers me. He is beastly, but not out of place here. I feel a fluttering in my stomach the more I look at him. I realize I'm staring. And wait, what did he say? Yeah, now I realize that his outfit is so out of place to appear in a forest. But it's hell, right? I shake myself out of it. How did you know my name? He chuckles. He regards me, giving me a once-over. A gut feeling. No, I don't believe you. When I roll my eyes, he laughs again. It's one of my jobs down here. I would like to think I'm pretty good at it too. Your job is to know my name? His shoulders bounce before a shake of his head. Sure, I guess. One of them anyway. One of his jobs. He acts like he has plenty, but where? And I can imagine you have plenty of questions. Before my thoughts can spiral further, his words cut through. I would love to help answer them, if you like. He's taken steps towards me while we have been speaking. I only notice when I feel the soft thump of his gait through the ground beneath us. He stays a comfortable distance. I wonder if he does this on purpose. This is so kind of his. I notice him tilt towards me with a slight twitch of his brow. He's asking for a response. I'm too overwhelmed to think clearly. It's like sifting through radio static. The questions have come flooding in, wondering of how and why they struck me until I find myself only able to offer a soft stammer. I don't want to leave him waiting. I motioned to the clearing I woke up in some time ago. What is this place exactly? His voice chums. This is Hell Wild's crater, one of the most important spots in hell. I mean, how did I? Yeah, I don't know. I thought I know. If he hurt me, he doesn't acknowledge it. His lips crack into a proud grin. This is where new arrivals for our fort wake up. He tilts his head. His hand grazes his chin. Is he tilting? You have been our first in who knows how long. What? I often stop by here on my evening walks to make sure it remains a beautiful first glimpse. Devil cast his gaze to the indent in the wildflower bed where I awoke. The stalks of the flowers coast outwards where I had lain. Are you sure he's a devil? This is so cliche of my thought. For anyone who may find themselves here, he motions for me to follow him. As he approached the indent I left, he leans over and picks a wildflower. Its petals are cream white and adorned with jagged crimson lines, as if someone took to them with one quick stroke of a brush overladen with paint. This clearing holds my favorite flowers. These, though, they are only around once in a while, you see? Speaking of, I haven't found a wild bloom of this in quite some time. He passes his free hand over them. They wrinkle from the motion's like breeze. They sound like your favorite. He holds the flowering body close to his muzzle. He breathed deeply. He seemed inundated by the sand. Here. He extends the flower to me. Oh, so sweet of you. It is more in the palm of his hand, the stem still slanted. The bright colors contrast sharply against his dark marking. I take it from him. I mirror what he did earlier, wafting deeply. It smells like a warm memory, just on the cusp of being remembered. Okay, you just smelled it. It's a strange place to you, it's a new place to you, but you just smell it. Don't you afraid that after you smell it, you might just vaporize? Like freshly uncorked ambrosia. Wow, it smells heavenly, as if I could breathe in the sand and never grow tired of it. If I had to pick. He gestured to the field of flowers, and then to the original group of crimson-stained petals. These are my favorites. What are they called? I find my curiosity comes naturally in this place. It begs questions before I can hesitate. He hums at this, or perhaps my interest. Tiger fries. Did I pronounce it correctly? The mark bears a resemblance to a tiger's stripes, and the later half, wow. He shrugs. He picks another and tours it in his hand. You can probably discern that yourself. I look at the plant between my fingers and smile. The color is amazing, almost like it burns. I tuck it behind my ear and look towards him earnestly. I would love to see more of this place. Hell, I mean. Was hoping you would ask. That's also one of my jobs. If it's anything as stunning as this clearing, Devil roars a hearty laugh. Ho ho ho. He walks next to me. He places his hand at the base of my neck, gently. Come with me. Wow. I step in stride with him as he leads us out of the clearing in the direction that I first saw him. His hand moved to his side. We walk into the tree line. In the distance, I see a dirt path worn into the ground. He continues walking that direction, so I follow by his side. That familiar curiosity bubbles up in my throat. I linger on the fact I feel so comfortable following this man. I'm putting trust in him on a hunch alone. Who are you, by the way? His steps stuttered for a moment. He catched himself on a passing tree trunk. Oh, apologies. I got a bit distracted back there. Forgot to introduce myself. He smoothed his suit jacket with his palms. In the end, what you call is up to you. I go by many names. but most of the people around here just call me Devil. I freeze like the devil? King of hell kind of devil? I sour at the thought. I twitch when he seemingly reads my mind, or perhaps he just sees my pinched face. He feigns disbelief. Yes, I know, I'm the devil. But it's not like what you think. His voice takes on a tone of sincerity. It's strange, but I promise I'm not here to hurt you. Looking at him even closer now, I feel as if I had to have met him at some point, certainly. And if I were able to sift through some files, I would find his dossier sitting on top, ready to familiarize myself. He shakes his head. Come on, you really didn't know? Who you are? No, not really. I mean, when I think about it, I felt like I knew him in the clearing, too. I don't have a name, but his voice, it was familiar. Maybe I did, or at least I think so. Hell, devil, it's just what y'all show up here, calling things. Don't mean too much to me. Is that what you like to be called? Devil, I mean? His eyes roll. He chuckles with a sigh. That's a question for another time. If you don't mind, devil works just fine though. Huh. Would the devil not pridefully bear such a title, like a merit or badge on a sash? I tuck away the thought. Devil? The name curls off the tip of my tongue. It feels strange to say, but he bothers a bit when he hears it. It's a pleasure. He bows ceremoniously. He stands quickly though, as if panicked. It seems I've forgotten. Tell me again, what is your name? He eyes me clearly, reading on my answer, like a proton might eye a test in passing. I am Michael, as far as I know anyway. His voice is soft and brazen. He almost purrs as he speaks. Good, you still remember. It really is a wonderful name. I'm looking forward to getting to know you much better, Michael. Me too. I like when he's talking. Sometimes I'm not so sure if the game maker wants to make him look shy or not. He will just put two pinkish color on his cheeks, which I like it a lot. We continue walking and reach the carved dirt path. He tells me more about Hell as we continue. Hell consists of more than just one place. There is Fort Hell, a guarded settlement filled with homes for every inhabitant. There's a Hell Walls, part of which is where we woke up. There's a desert to the south that we roam for resources. The gardens at the base of the mountain range just north of here. Hell is the land where we find ourselves. There are other settlements out there, in their own areas of hell, with unique challenges and devils to their name. I'm just responsible for Fort Hell. That is where things get a little complicated. I can explain that another time. While it is difficult to conceptualize everything, Devil promises to show me around some of these places to get an idea sooner rather than later. Wow, that means there are in total 4 devils in this reign. I hope to meet all 4 of them. I bet they are very hot. But first, let's take you into town. It's not every day we get a new arrival. We have to celebrate the occasion soon, too. I wonder what he meant by other devils, but I'm too focused on listening to us. I resigned to bring it up at a different time. I notice an opening in the tree line ahead. As we approach it, I feel the air warming from open start. Approaching in the distance, I see brilliant white, giant walls. That must be Fort Hell. They are flaming torches, larger than myself, strung up along the corner towers. It is made of a white brick, so pure and clean. I question whether or not it is painted. It sits open. The bustle of town just loud enough to discern from here. They are ornate. Matching flags draped along each side of the bridge's magnificent entrance. It rests like a beacon on the encroaching horizon. Whoa! I turned to Devil. He was just waving to someone on the bridge. I think. Devil, this is... I shake my head in disbelief. He turns toward me. It's incredible. He shies away and nods. Oh, he's so cute. We are beyond blast here. As we walk closer, I make out a signpost. One of the arrows points behind us, reading Hell Walls. The dirt road forks in multiple directions at the mouth of the fort. I see the guards waving in our direction. One of the guards calls to us as we approach. Hello, sir. Another one in the adjacent tower shouts. Welcome back, sir. We approach the drawbridge. The lip of it rests elevated on the edge of a moat. I cannot see how deep the water runs around the walls. Devil steps onto the drawbridge first. For some reason, I find myself hesitant to do the same. He noticed quickly. Is everything alright? I think so, sorry. He outstretched one of his hands. I appreciate the gesture, and I take it firmly in one of my own. He holds me up the large step and slides his hand gently across the small of my back a few times as I catch my balance. Thank you, Devil. There is a warmth when he removes his palm from its place. The feeling lingers long after his hand is gone. We approach the two guards stationed inside the entryway. They both salute Devil and offer me welcoming looks. Welcome home, sir, and to you too, Mr. Oh. Devil interjects. This is Michael. He's our newest arrivals. The guards grin when they hear this. Why are you grinning? Really? An arrival? It's been so long. Really? Is this really hell? Because from my imagination, the hell is full of people. Devil matched their enthusiasm. Indeed it has. I'm starting to realize that my arrival here isn't all that common of an occurrence. Yeah, I must be a bad boy. So I deserve here. I must be like the meanest and the most baddest person in the world. Will there be a Sunfire Seance to celebrate? Oh, but of course. This excites them. Devil assured them details will be shared soon. We pass by the guards and into the city itself. I still hear hush, excited whisper as we walk away. What the guards had mentioned sits rightly in my mind. What's a Sunfire Seance? Oh! Devil almost shook at his seams when I asked. It's a community-wide festival. Each one celebrates the arrival of someone new to our community. It's been a long time since the last get-together, so folks around here have been eagerly awaiting the next one. He's really excited about this. He's almost jumping in a place. That sounds awesome, although a whole celebration. Just for me, that seems... Devil waved his hands in dismissal at once. No, it's customary. You deserve it. Wow, that's... I don't know if anyone's ever been that excited to see me. The fact that the people here are so willingly ready to celebrate my arrival is refreshing. Devil chutters. He must have thought I was kidding. I know a whole bunch of people who are just as excited to meet you as I was. Although my point missed the mark, his reply makes me feel better. I don a really smile. I look forward to it then. I think we have the Sunfire Seance in a few days. I want to make sure you have time to settle in and get a feel of things around here first. I cannot tell if the warmness I feel is from our conversation or the sun passing overhead. I'm not sure I care. Either way, I'm cradled by it. We pass by Park Plaza. It is a paved area dotted with colourful shops and facades. This is where the market is set up in the mornings. You can come here to pick up your daily goods, which we have plenty of, so feel free to ask for whatever you might need. It's free? Oh my god, I want to live in hell. Seriously. Please, what should I do to live in hell? I noticed some more structures further down the path and quite a bit of construction going on around the plaza entrance. There's a roundabout that connects the road into the fort, the plaza park entrance, and other paths. In the middle of the circle path behind us, there's a large sundial that seems to be in the process of being installed. The shadow cast by the sundial will also fall on the road around it, so it will make this area into a living clock, so to speak. He points to an angular shadow on the ground, he shrugs. It even makes shadows in moonlight at night. According to Tasley, he's our head engineer here, but if you ask me, that's a bit difficult to see. He beckons me to walk further with him, and we pass through the city streets slowly but surely. There's new road that are being laid. They've got the mouth of the plaza cobbled already by the look of it. I like the work they're doing with the stone. It looks really nice. Thanks, it was my idea. Believe it or not, I figured the dirt roads had to go. We passed through the more densely packed areas near the front of the fort. We turned down a less crowded street. We crossed in front of a pub, billowing with people and laughter. There's an ice cream shop one storefront down, and a smell that wafted into the street almost called me inside. There's people playing music nearby. There's a few cafes with street side seating, most of which is filled with groups of people enjoying themselves on beautiful foods and dishes. There's sounds of life coming from the windows above the storefront, and I realize that citizens here must live above them. I see a few shirts, maybe blouses, draped from one of the window sills. Among the echoes of pleasantries and fun times, I've never felt more at home in a space. Never received multiple waves from passerby. When they notice me, they lean in and whisper to those closest to them. I feel like a celebrity. A little. Whisper and turned faces seem to follow me. Wandering eyes regard me with a sort of so loud status. I'm not sure I like the nerve that come with it. Once we reach a quieter section of the street, I feel comfortable speaking. I'm starting to gather that a new arrival gets people talking around here. Devil snickers. He shakes his head in agreement. You have gathered right. It's been quite a while since the last new guy showed up. A new arrival means new celebration to be had, and something new for the community. Oh my god, I should put my name as Pudding. Okay, just kidding. He bellows heartily. He pumps his arm and shakes his fist. It gets most of us riled up. Every new person is a gift to the community. Part of the Sunfire Science is honoring the gift we receive. That includes you. He seems genuinely excited just speaking about it. His hands rustle a bit as he speaks, fingers flay. Well, I feel honored. And it's true. Hell has been nothing but pleasant so far, from what I have seen. People seem genuinely interested that I'm here. I wonder at what point this will stop feeling like a dream. This place is, wow, it feels so perfect. Everyone seems so pleasant, so involved, and it looks absolutely stunning too. Kinda like everything was placed with purpose. There are some really great minds in this place working to make it better every day. Smithers, planners, engineers. Since people around here tend to gravitate to doing what they excel at, it works out quite well. How do they know what to be good at? Doesn't it that take time to figure out? At first it did, sure, but as we got more folks showing up here and doing more things, we started needing less physical work. Now it's less about finding laborers and more about filling this place with life. And for that, we need artists, idealistics, visionaries, explorers. This hell is so small. Why they still need explorers? Seems noble, but I'm not sure I'm any of those things, Devil. He nods. Of course, you wouldn't know just yet. That's also part of the Sunfire Science. We use the light of the sun to ignite a flame, and we ask. The sun is our giver of life here. We honor it throughout the year, and in turn, it honors our humble request. Oh, so lame. I wish the game maker take my advice that They don't honor the sun, they honor the moon. Maybe I'm the lame one. I'm so typical. Who says the hell cannot have sun, right? Huh, they worship the sun in hell? I can't say I saw that one coming, but so much of it is inspired and fueled by the sun when I think about it. Yeah, I think the game maker he thought about this, but he feel more interesting to make the people adore sun, worship sun instead of moon in the hell. Okay, my bad. Makes enough sense to me. The sun seems to be a really big part of life down here. There is some local Hellscape magic to the ceremony, mind you. The fact there's magic here too doesn't surprise me, but still that doesn't make it sit wholly right with me. My face contorts in the confusion. Devil notices. Wow, this demo is quite long. That's also complicated, I know. It will make sense with time. Before I can ask anything, he continues. When we live in abundance, it is only right to honor what allows it, and the magic it offers us in return has given us everything we need. We each have a role. The sun is kind enough to let us know where we fit best. Devil seems quite sure of himself in this. I wonder what other things they hold in such high esteem. And the sun tells us what we will be. Something about that sits off kilter in me. Yeah. I work when I'm alive, and now after I'm dead I still need to work. Oh my god, just give me a break. It's hell. I suppose I'll find out in time. Here, this way. Devil guides me down the street on our left. This one is full of what looks like small houses. Each one is made from similar materials, but they vary in color and structural design. It gives the street itself a very unique feel. Giving people creative freedom here is really important to me. Devil looks from home to home. Some of them have large plants outside and others have ivy growing up the side. Some of them fly flags or have fountains or bench with garden side seating. I can certainly see that. I love how much character this place has because of it. I wonder for a moment what that creative freedom may mean for me. I love the freedom to decorate and craft to my liking. I guess Devil even mentioned they need more creative around here. Yes, a creative. The thought is alive in my head, a voice like mine, so sure of itself. So I consider it. What sort of artistic craft am I even good for? I don't much liken myself to a traditional artist. The idea of a canvas feels limiting, but my face is pinched in thought. What if I don't turn out to be what the community needs? What if the sun can't find something for me to do? Devil eyes me. There's a quirk to his brow. Well, you don't have to go with that. What the ceremony suggests. We have never had someone wish for a different role or not get one. You get one role and it makes sense, at least as far as I have seen. Okay. Without being limited to whatever I get handed, the thought is much less menacing. I really wouldn't worry about it too much. The ceremony is very intuitive. I suppose he's right. It's not worth the mental strife. He hasn't given me reason not to trust him yet. I nod. Devil directs us toward my own home. I notice the houses thinning out as we walk. They grow more and more sparse. The distance between them grow. Wow! It's so beautiful. Look at the scene. It's blurry, it's not clear, but I bet it's very beautiful and stunning. My house is located on the end of the street. There's a dirt path winding up towards the door. Most of the other houses on this street dwarf it. It's set up like a cottage or a cabin. It's precisely livable, not wasteful in the slightest. I noticed a treehouse in one of the trees bordering my home. It's a great spot to watch the sunset, you know. I felt like that was important. Devil nods towards the lookout nest. It looks like a slim finger pointed towards the sky. I nod. I think he's right. It seems like a wonderful addition. Part of me wishes I could check it out first. Devil points towards the larger house across the body of water. We walk down to the dock. It's only a few yards from my place. That's my residence just over there. Oh, no wonder. No wonder, Devil, you are wearing suit. Come on, you live in a castle. A large structure casts a reflection on the water. It is almost castle-like in appearance, but much smaller than I expected. It's certainly too far to swim between the two, but now that I'm looking closer, I see a dock much like mine leading up to the large house. I make out a window overlooking the water. It's minimalistic, but extravagant too. It looks brilliant. Oh, Devil looks so proud. So adorable. It's very nice. The architects insisted I have something worth all the work I do around here, so I let them plan it all out. So I bet this daddy Devil must be maybe more than 1,000 years or 3,000 years, million years. I just pick the colors. He pauses for a moment. That haven't been painted yet. But honestly, I like the plain white. It stands out so clear. Oh, lame. He clicks his tongue. Now, let's check out where you'll be staying, yeah? Devil grabs his arm around my shoulder when he says this. He ushers me forwards. It's a quick gesture. I almost wonder if I imagine it. We walk towards my house. As we approach, the sole neighbor I have comes out of his house next to mine. He waves at both others. Hey, Paul. Of course, everyone knows Devil and he knows everyone. He asked me to stop. I'm going to check in with Paul. Once you have had time to check out your new space, you should meet him. I nod and take my leave. The door is unlocked. As I twist the handle and push, I'm met with cool air. The inside is spacious. My voice even echoes slightly. There's a small wading pool, complete with tropical and vining plants surrounding it on one side. There's a tiny kitchen. Aside from simple pans and bowls, the drawers wait to be filled. There's a slim stairway up to a loft area where a pillowy bed awaits. There's dark fabrics composing bed skirts and blankets, but also some gold accents where I expect them to be. It's hard to determine bone from marble in the decor here, but I notice a lot of both. The walls are red clay bricks and the ceiling are largely wooden cross beams. There's not much else to see that. Can't wait until I'm here again. I resolve to inspect things in more detail when I can. But from what I have seen, I really have no complaints. It feels like a place I belong to more than anything. ... That's it for the demo. The first chapter release will have CGs and sketches, more content and some general updates. Coming soon. Wow, that's so cool. I like the game maker idea of making hell a furry house full of hot furries, and the hell is no longer scary but it's like a very happy and a very liveful place. The devil is hot, and I think the game maker will bring out more interesting characters soon if he's going to launch this visual novel. Perhaps Satan, Hell House, and more interesting hell creatures. So guys, if you like this visual novel, please follow the link in my video below and donate to the game maker so the game maker can launch this visual novel as soon as possible. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye.